What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is doing well today. So let's go ahead and get down because I just been passed on some information. I wasn't even going to do a video today. I'm too busy prepping for the so-called winter storm that's going to hit this weekend, but I wanted to come and share it with you guys. So if you guys don't know, Kimora's daughter, Aoki, has recently moved to Bali. And it is very, very devastating for Kimora. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the show. She's a little bit sad about it. And if you watched a couple of Kimora's recent episodes of her new show back in the Fab Lane, you can see that she's clearly distraught. Now, some very startling and concerning information has been presented to me that suggests that Kimora is telling people that are close to her that she's afraid that she's going to end up like Kim Porter. I'm told that Kimora is disgusted and appalled that Aoki would betray her and move to Bali to be with her father based off of the allegations and all these accusations that have been lodged against Russell. I've also been told that Kimora feels that Aoki moved to Bali in the first place just to spite her for some reason. Now, what the reason is, well, it's a mystery because Kimora didn't expound further into what she was getting at. Now, another thing that's puzzling to Kimora is the fact that she feels like Aoki is hiding something every time they talk, and mind you guys, they rarely talk like they used to. I've been told that they talk here and there. It's very rare that they get on the phone nowadays, but ultimately Kimora feels slighted in the worst way. She doesn't even recognize her daughter when she does speak to her on the phone, and it's very clear and evident that a certain amount of distance has manifested in between the two of them. Now, it's been said that Kimora is flabbergasted at the fact that Aoki would make this move given the tension between Aoki and Russell over the years, and it's leading Kimora to think that Russell is trying to isolate Aoki for some odd reason. Now, what I want to do here is refresh y'all's memory of the past beef between Aoki and her father Russell, and then I'll be back.
When he had business ventures, my mom would invest in them, like good friends. He'd come stay with us, like we'd come stay there, we'd like all the time, everyone together. And then really he suddenly just decided that like if we don't agree, it's oh you're all just like your mother, I hate you, always the same. Oh my, I mean, he's just a different person. Like he has like looked me in the eye and I've been like, I need help. I was in Greece doing the camp and I was like, you cut off my debit card. I only got like couple $100 a month as a minor. And I was like, I'm in a foreign country and my debit card won't work. I can't even add money to it. Can you help me? And he was just like, no, I sure hope that you don't die on the streets of Thessaloniki. And I was like, no, like I'm really stranded out here. I need help. And he's like, well, maybe you should ask your mother not to sue me.
You know what? I used to work at a refugee camp. I'll do that again. I'll be a doctor. I don't give a f, and I can never get a job in entertainment again, but you cannot just abuse your kids behind closed doors and not take accountability. Maybe I'll regret this when I'm older and I wanted to be a model and now I can't be. I don't know, but you don't get to do this. You don't get to do this. I'm sorry, and something tells me deep down that I'm gonna, I'm not gonna regret this. You don't do that. It's wrong. And literally, I have not been able to say anything because I've just moved out recently. And a lot of people when I'm working and modeling, I'm so grateful. They'll say to me, oh, I met your dad 10 years ago. He's so wonderful. And I'm working, so I'm just like, yeah, I mean, there's great parts to him. And we used to be very close because that's how I make money to move out. He won't give me any money, which is fine. You don't have to give me money. I'm 20, I'm over 18, I don't know. But then I can't also speak out against him without him messing up my job. No, but I know it's gonna start more drama, but it's been years. All that money, they're crying about nothing. Russell Simmons doesn't give me any money. I'm staying with my friend in New York. Russell Simmons doesn't give me $1. He doesn't give me a smoothie. And you're saying this starts more drama, but it's been years. I've been in the drama for years, since I was like 15. So yeah, maybe it feels like more drama now, but I've tried, and I just don't think it's fair that I have to be quiet, and I can't say it. It's ruining my job, and I don't get to have a career because it's not fair. All he does is post crazy, out of control stuff, and we all just say like, God, like, if I respond, it's gonna be worse. If I respond, it's gonna be worse. like had enough. And I used to be so close to my dad. You can see that in any picture ever. I was the closest with my dad. I had not done anything to him. Anything he says that we've done is like, they didn't call me when I said call. They didn't post a picture of me on Instagram for my birthday. Like, we have done nothing but go to school and stay out of grown folks' business and let them do their legal stuff. And mom has encouraged that. She's been like, yeah, I mean, y'all are in college, like, be in college. Don't worry about this over here. And it's my dad who, if you unblock him for 2 seconds, he starts telling you what a cunt your mother is. And now she's going to jail, and she's an illegal person, and she's the worst, and he can't wait to watch her go to jail and die. And like, anytime you unblock him for 2 seconds, at one point he lied, said he had COVID. And so we called him like, all right, you know, this is serious. Are you okay? And he's like, nah, I just faked that to tell you your mother's a piece of shit. And we're like, all right, good morning. You're 70. Like, grow up. And I never wanted to do this because I'm like working so hard just to try and have like my own life and do what I enjoy doing. I just graduated college. I just got to New York. I might not even have a job now. I don't know. Never baby downfalls, you know. I guess if the name helped you get the job, might help you lose the job. I don't fucking know. But I just feel like I did everything with so much patience, and it's like, but you're not gonna text me over and over, calling my mom this and that, and telling my sister this and that, and sending people to threaten my sister. He sent someone to threaten my sister at her house. You know my sister's a nice person. She's a quiet person. Ming would never do this. He sent someone in the middle of the night to like take her some papers to like sign away her inheritance or whatever. And then she was like, should I be signing this? And I was like, what? He like sends people to threaten her. And you know Ming is a calm person.
All right, so you guys just saw all of that. That was just a little snippet from the past of their beef, Aoki and Russell's beef. But oh, how the tables have turned, because she posted this about 3 or 4 days ago, and it says, move back to the US this, move back to the US that. I get to wear a backless sundress every single day, and I never have to wear shoes. The answer is no. Now, it's also been said that Kimora said that the real reason why Russell fell out with his daughters was based off of the fact that they didn't publicly support him when he was slapped with those SA and R charges, right? He felt like they should have been more publicly supportive, but they weren't. Now, all of a sudden, Aoki has changed her tune and reportedly said behind the scenes that she doesn't believe all the charges that have been filed against her father. Now, this is some shit that I'm getting, y'all. I'm not saying that it's true. This is all alleged information, but this was just literally slapped in front of me at the last moment, and I decided to bring it to you all. And now I want to hear from you, so feel free to drop down in the comments and let a brother know what you feel about this particular situation, right? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll check for you guys later. Have a beautiful day.
Tough News TV. We out.